So I got Simon here with me, guys. Just wanted to bring him on as well and let him tell you kind of his story and hear from him and see what he has to say. So Simon, thanks for being with us, man.
All right, mate.
Hey, so kind of give us just kind of a backstory about yourself. What got you started in this? What made you want to join something like this? Did you have a background in it? Was it a passion? Tell us a little bit about.
Look, I guess the first thing was, I wasn't happy in my full-time job for a lot of years. I mean, it was good. I was an electrician for a long time. I had no experience in really anything else, and I tried a few other businesses that had failed. In terms of what we wanted from them, and I came across the ad for the course, and it's something that I had been looking for a while. Was something that you could do online, or that's always done remotely, so we could do it from anywhere in the world. So that's sort of what brought me in was the fact that you could do it from anywhere and the scalability.
And you had no background with really digital marketing or computers or anything?
Nope. I mean, only ever working with my hands. Ever since I left high school, work with my hands, and I mean, I would have sat on a laptop half a dozen times in my career, if that. And that was a huge learning curve for me. Like even now, I'm still learning, but I enjoy it.
Awesome. And how long have you been in the program now?
I've been in since I started the course on July 1st. So what's that? Almost 6 months.
Almost 6 months. And then how long did it take you once you jumped in to actually land your first deal?
It took me 1 month and 6 days.
1 month and 6 days. And can you tell us about that deal?
Yeah. So, I mean, at the start, when I paid for my, I paid in installments because we had very little cash. We moved over from Australia a couple of years ago now, and I hadn't been able to work for a long time and shit with visa and all that. And so we were pretty broke, but we managed to come up with a couple of payments for that. And, after the month that I took to do the training, I literally had $67 in my bank account.
Wow.
Yeah, that's no joke. And I landed a paintless dent removal guy who really, really good guy. I absolutely love the guy. I love working for him. But he managed to pay for the course entirely, put food on my table again, pay my rent. Like it was a really good deal that helped me out a lot. And also helped me realize that this was legit and really go after it hard.
So about 36 days in, you realized it was actually legit and you actually made money that actually paid your tuition and put money in your pocket, huh?
Correct. Look, the course, as I was going through the course, I knew it was going to be something good. I absolutely loved going through the training, the way that it's explained and you get run through step by step and broken down into short little bite-sized pieces was fantastic. So I got through it quite easily, which is unusual for me.
I understand that.
Yeah. If it wasn't bite-sized, I would have been like, see ya.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand that. What's been so now you've been in 6 months. Obviously, it took you about 36 days to land your first deal. Where are you currently at now? 6 months in, how many clients do you have? If you don't mind telling us kind of what you're making monthly, or a roundabout ballpark.
Yeah. So once I really got my wheels spinning and gained traction, I started landing clients really, really, really quickly. I think now if I look at my wall, I'm up to 18, and I actually think there's might be 2 more I need to add on to 18 clients. And I'm sitting right around the 15, maybe 16, a little bit more. I haven't done the numbers since I brought on 6 clients in the last week and a half.
Wow.
And six, but 2 of them are the same person. Anyway, two different businesses. Anyway, I'm sitting around 16 grand, maybe 17 or 18, somewhere around there. And I mean, I've amassed an annualized salary of well over 200 grand when you include the builds and things like that.
So 6 months ago, you had $67 in your bank account, and now you don't have a care in the world, do you?
The best part is that forget what I've done now. When I look this way and what's coming, I can't wait.
Sky's the
That's
limit,
what
isn't it? That's the thing. That's the great thing about
excites
this
me.
is there is no plateau. You can just keep climbing.
Yeah, and 20, like next year, I'm like chomping at the bit to get started for next year because there's big things going to happen. A lot more of these clients.
That's awesome, man. That's great to hear. How's this since coming into this course, how's it changed your mindset?
So, I mean, I grew up in a family where, really, really loving family and everything. That was all fantastic. But always sort of in the shadow of my older brothers. They're a lot older than me. And so, back in Australia, that we used to play a bit of backyard cricket. And I mean, I could never win anything against them. They're 8 and 11 years older. So, that affects you as a kid. Doesn't really bother me now, but you try and tell my conscious brain that. Anyway, since I've sort of learned, how to use some of the different ways of thinking about certain things, and I mean, it sounds a bit airy-fairy, but it's like unlocking something. And I know that sounds weird, but I'm not like that at all, but it's true. And my mindset now has just changed to the point where it's like I don't just know I can do it. It's like I've already done it. No word of a lie. I know where I'm going to be in the next 6 months, hands down, 100%. Nothing's going to stop me.
That's great.
It is an incredible feeling I've never experienced before in my life.
Definitely get it. What about your goal setting? Has your goal settings really changed since you came into this?
Yeah, I mean, I tried to set goals once or twice in the past, and it was always extremely surface level and very focused on financial goals. Since doing the course and digging a lot deeper into some other, fitness goals, faith goals, having faith in myself, not just religion, but faith in myself, faith in my ability, and family. There's certain things I wanted to improve with my family, reconnect with some of them, and make sure that I'm looking after my daughter as well as possible, and that now helps shape my financial goals. Once I've gotten to the bottom of those ones and I've dug deep, it's really, really, really deep goals now.
Good to hear, man. That's good to hear. What about just kind of before we finish up, can you tell us about kind of the community, the family, kind of what that's like?
Yeah, the best thing I think about the family or the group is I needed to start selling when I did, and I'd done as much of the training as I could do or in that time, and then I'm like, okay, I need to start selling. And I was going out and approaching people, and I mean, I wasn't 100% on every little detail, and I think that's what at that time made it so effective for me. Was I realized I didn't need to, because if I was really struggling with something, I just asked the group, and within an hour, every single time I have an answer, or someone's willing to sit on a Zoom with me and walk me through it step by step, every single time.
So you never had a time where somebody didn't, answer your questions or reach out to help you at the drop of a dime, right?
No, and I'm talking technical, very technical, high level, almost IT degree level stuff that someone in the group will know, and they will. And every single time, I've talked to many, many different people on Zooms that I've never met before in my life, and now I feel like I'm best buddies with them.
Yeah, and it's funny that you brought that up, because I was thinking about this the other day. A lot of these people that are jumping, because we have all walks of life in the group. I mean, we got lawyers, we got doctors, professional country music singers. We got we got every background out there. And some of these people are just they've been doing this for a little while, and they're extremely experienced. And these people they will jump on a Zoom with you anytime you want. This is stuff that they're charging. If it was anybody else outside the group, I mean, people don't do this type of consulting for less than $150 an hour.
Oh yeah, and some of the stuff that I've had to ask, like it's people with IT degrees wouldn't know it, and these guys do. It's phenomenal.
Awesome. Well, any parting words to anybody that might be on the fence about jumping into the other side and possibly taking that leap of faith?
Yeah, I mean, this has worked out for me really, really well, and I think a big part of that was because when I joined up, it was like I just told myself, this is what I'm going to do. I'm committing 110%. I'm not quitting. I'm not going to fail. And by committing like that and just jumping in to the deep end, it's allowed me to just go straight up. So jump in, but make sure you're really committed and you're willing to do the hard work, because I've worked pretty damn hard to get here.
Yeah, it's not just a hobby, and that's what I tell a lot of people. If you're gonna just come in here and treat this as a hobby where you're just gonna kind of play around with it, this is definitely not for you. This is a lifestyle. It's and it will change your life. It'll change it on so many levels.
Look, I'm working regular 12-hour days, sometimes 7 days a week, and the whole thing is, like, there was a post in the group today where someone said something about if you love your job, you're not working. And that's how I feel. Like, when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh, cool, I get to go to work. And I mean, that sounds weird, but I truly
I understand that. I get it. I definitely
I truly love my clients, and I picked the ones that I wanted to work with, so I'm happy to help them out. And to me, it's extremely fulfilling as well.
Awesome, man. Well, once again, Simon, I really appreciate you taking the time to jump on here and just kind of tell your story. Tell us, kind of where you're at and stuff like that. And hopefully, if there's anybody on the fence and they see this, hopefully they'll see you on the other side, and hopefully you'll get to help them maybe one day.
Yeah. Always happy for people to reach out to me and say good day or whatever. And even if hit me up before they get in there and just have a chat. All good.
Cool, man. Well, you have a Merry Christmas, and we'll talk soon. All right, Simon?
You too, man. Thank you so much.
See you, buddy.